Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the DEVORAH Mida Zayin Yoshuv Yerachamenu. That after a person does tshuva, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will have mercy on us. And speaking about the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so merciful and so patient in understanding that even when we do the greatest wrongs in the world, once that we do tshuva, we come back to even a higher place than we were before. And he writes, "Va'atam kedepershu b'perek habayne binyan Hashem." He says, "B'inyan Hey." Let's understand. He writes from the Gemara that deals with the letter Hey. Now, in order to understand this next piece in the Talmud DEVORAH, you must picture in your mind, take a look in the Sefer if you have a chance, the letter Hey in front of you, which means it's like a resh on the top and a little leg on the bottom. So there's an opening on the bottom of the letter, and there's a little opening on the top left corner of the letter as well. So have this image of the letter Hey in your mind as we explain the rest of these words. Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu make the letter Hey like an achsadra, like some kind of a small porch area? It's like a little room. Why does the Hey look like this? It's coming to teach us that anyone that would like to leave his world, the beautiful world that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created for him, which is really here for us to get close to him, to be one with Hashem, to keep his mitzvahs, to learn his Torah, to work on ourselves and conquer our bad midas and our yetzaharas. But anyone that would like to, would like to leave his world, he has permission to leave the world. Perush, what does that mean? The world was created with the letter Hey. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world that's wide open, litzarara, to evil, v'achet lirvacha. And there is a large area of sin that a person could end up stumbling into if they so desire. There is no side in this world, there's no direction anywhere in this world where the Yetzirah, upagam, and blemishes and materialism is on every side. Just like this little room, this porch that the letter Hey represents. How does it work, this letter Hey? The letter Hey, even though that it has walls on many of the sides, but there's this pirza gedoyla, there's this gigantic breach, litzad hara, which is going to the side of bad, litzad mata, on the bottom. Anybody who wants to leave his world, to exit from the world that he's supposed to have with Hashem, kama psachin loy. With how many openings are there? Anywhere that he turns, if he wants to, he could find sin and chait and other types of iniquities to enter outside. He can leave the world. Says the Talmud DEVORAH, quoting the Gemara, that the letter Hey on one hand has walls, it has protection, it has places that you can run to be able to have refuge and seek refuge in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. On the other hand, there's a big bottom, and outside the bottom of that Hey, which is outside the bottom of the world, there's all the ra, the bad, there's all the chait, the sin, and the negativity. And if, in fact, you would like to slide out of this world and go into the abyss, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given you permission to do such a thing. He's not holding us back. He's not making us and forcing us to stay. Now, of course, on our own, we should see the goodness and the benefits and the pleasure of living a life that's commensurate with what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us. But He's left the door wide open on the bottom, that if, in fact, a person wants to use their bechira, their free will, for the wrong things, they are allowed to, and they will just fall right out of the bottom of this pristine, beautiful, protected world, and they will end up litzad hara, to the side of evil and bad and impurity and sin and the like. And therefore, says the Talmud Devorah, beginning to explain why is the world created with a hay? Because it's true that there are gedarim, there are boundaries that a person can stay in this world. At the same time, if they're not careful, you have to know the way to get out of this world, to slide out, the opening is gigantic on the bottom, and once that a person is on a downward spiral, Rahman al-Itzlan, who knows how easy it will be to fall out of the bottom of this world. Now, of course, we're going to have to see the positive, which is where he's going. That in Mitzvah Hashem, we'll see more tomorrow. All the best.